right now. Justin Trudeau's turbulent India visit has finally come to an end as Trudeau takes off for Canada at 1:11 p.m. Technical snag on Trudeau's plane has been finally resolved after almost 89 hours in India that he was stranded. Justin Trudeau finally leaves for Canada. Geeta Mohan joining us for more on that. Geeta, 1:11, Justin Trudeau to take off to Canada. It's barely 3 minutes if you look at specific time here given. At 1:11, his flight will be taking off. So he finally bids goodbye to India after that very difficult 89 hours.
Well, that's right. A very long wait for him. Through glitches. And finally, he has left for Canada. This, even as he was in India, there were protests by anti-India elements in Canada. The matter raised at the highest level with the Prime Minister discussing the matter and the issue. But also, Nabila, the fact that he was traveling with his son, a real discomfort and inconvenience for Prime Minister traveling with his son. The coverage certainly not a positive one for him. So he will be facing a lot of flack back home, whether it is his own party, his constituency, or the opposition. But finally, he's going home. Certainly a lot to take back when it comes to how India is concerned about what is happening in Canada and what they should start doing in terms of acting against those anti-India elements.
You know, tell us that the tough questions that Prime Minister Modi may have posed. This is what the Prime Minister's office in a statement had said, that very difficult questions on the Khalistani separatism gaining ground in Canada were posed to Justin Trudeau. Any word on the response he gave to that? So we know that they've had quite a strained relationship for years, and this time with Trudeau coming down, with great spirit, he came down to be part of the G20 Summit and also gave consensus to the Delhi Declaration. But of course, some difficult questions that he had to face.
Well, it is a very difficult relationship. The Canadian Prime Minister also stood his ground in many ways, Dhanwan, apart from the fact that Khalistan is a concern. When the statement came out from the Indian side, Canadian Prime Minister in New Delhi on Indian soil held a press briefing, and he also spoke about Khalistan being a concern, but also raised the issues of freedom of speech, so on and so forth. So we're not seeing the ties becoming better anytime soon. In fact, if anything, there's further souring of ties, and at a juncture when the free trade agreement conversations between the two countries now have come to a halt. So things do not look good, but Canadian Prime Minister Trudeau, whilst India raised the Khalistani issues, did speak about freedom of speech, media, human rights in his press conference in New Delhi.